here's something that you just don't see every day. I'll talk about it more in just a minute. Back in 1984, when the original Macintosh came out from Apple Computer, it was a desktop computer and that was it. Had a carrying handle in the top, so you could take it with you, at least in theory, but it wasn't very portable. And pretty soon a number of companies, both legally and not, stepped in to produce Macintosh Portable computers. Well, eventually, in the late 1980s, Apple finally answered the call for Macintosh Portable. Now, a lot of people think that the first Macintosh Portable machines were the PowerBook series, such as the 100 and the 150, the early machines with the black and white displays. But that's not quite true. There was an Apple-produced Macintosh Portable made before those machines, and it was called the Macintosh Portable. These aren't exactly impossible to find, but neither are they common. And this was a lucky find in a newspaper classified. A guy was selling it. It had been in there for several days. I called him up thinking that it would probably already be gone. Lo and behold, it wasn't. And this one is complete with the carrying case, which is a semi-rigid affair with an Apple logo on it. Unfortunately, like so many other Macintosh Portables, this one is not in operational condition at this time. I don't think there's anything that precludes it from being operational. All the hardware is there, the system unit is complete and in great condition, but the problem is these machines have to have a functional battery in order to boot. And that's a bit of a problem, because as you'll see, the battery that's used is rather unique. Let's go ahead and open the case and have a look. Alright, got the case unzipped, and there the machine sits in all of its original glory. It's in pretty darn good shape for what it is. There's a few minor scuffs and things on it. Got an Apple mouse pad with it. Don't know if I can open that one-handed or not. The case for the Macintosh Portable. Probably an interesting little guide explaining what it's about. Oh, that's the Spanish part. It's very productive. There we go. Quality, cleaning, and storage. There's the French part. So there's that little thing. I don't recall there being anything like system disks in here, but maybe there is. It's been a while since I've been inside this. Ah, an Apple Desktop Bus mouse. Some things have changed so little in all the years that laptop and portable computers have been made. Anyway, let's open up the machine. Here's the machine open and ready for use. Kind of gives you a whole new definition of what the term portable means, right? This thing's not exactly light. It weighed over 18 pounds easily with its battery installed, and there is a reason for that. Now, the display is a non-backlit conventional monochrome LCD, which worked fine in ordinary light, but wasn't very easily read in any other situation. The keyboard looks a little like something out of an Apple IIc, with Macintosh-specific keys on it, like the Apple key or the cloverleaf. And then, to assure satisfactory portable operation, there's a conventional trackball over here with a single large click button that almost looks like a secondary space bar. Now, this is a 68K based machine. There's nothing all that special about it. It has a SCSI hard drive inside it, and it has a full complement of I/O ports, the same as a desktop Macintosh would. Here's the back of the machine with the cover removed, so you can see the Connor Peripherals hard drive, which is 40 megabytes in size. Now, a lot of people see this and get scared off because the connection doesn't look to be at all common. But I have been told, and some research would seem to bear this out as being a fact, that this is in fact nothing more than a conventional SCSI hard drive, and people have built adapters in case theirs have failed. There's an upright memory card, and immediately next to that is a processor direct slot that could in theory accept some kind of expansion card or an upgraded processor. Next to that is a ROM slot of unknown purpose, and then the small slot that you can barely see next to the battery holder is for an optional modem. I'll look again at the ports on the back, the top cover from the back, and the battery holder. The battery is what makes this machine so heavy and so special, because the battery is a lead-acid battery just like that in your car. The difference being that this battery is sealed so it won't leak and make a ruinous mess inside the computer. There are two batteries in the battery compartment once you slide the door back after pressing down on these two clasps and just pulling it back. Now this first battery is the machine's primary power source, and I believe it would run about 40 minutes on this. This battery was remanufactured by its previous owner, and the only problem with that is the company that remanufactured it did not remanufacture it with the same chemistry. I believe that I was told they put NiCad cells in there, and that won't really work for a circuit that's designed to charge a sealed lead-acid battery. This other battery is a conventional 9-volt transistor radio battery, which I believe is used to keep the parameter memory and the system clock running. The previous owner stated that this system did in fact work until the rebuilt battery failed, and I have not tried or made any attempt whatsoever to get a functional battery in the system once again. However, I have a great deal of confidence that if I did, it would probably work fine, because otherwise it's in very good condition. Of course, once again, this computer was assembled in the US by Apple, and as with most early portable computers, it wasn't individuals that bought them by and large. It was generally companies that bought them, and this machine still bears evidence of having once been owned by a corporation. But there you have it. That is my tour of the Macintosh Portable. Maybe someday, although I certainly wouldn't hold your breath, I'll go ahead and I'll get the battery properly repaired in this machine, or I'll find a way to rig around it, and I'll get this thing up and running and see what it does, because to be perfectly honest, I've never even so much as tried to operate it, which is probably unfortunate. I'll imagine that it's going to be something like the old forgotten grain truck. You know, I probably will get it running someday, but I don't know when, so don't hold your breath in anticipation. But thank you for watching, and if you have a question or comment, do feel free to leave one below.